The Royale grind is a really important grind to learn because it's going to open up the doorway to so many other grinds and combinations of grinds. All right, let's get it started. So we're doing a Royale. The most important thing is sitting the boot down. That's what makes it a Royale. All right, so we're going to do them regular and do them switch. The reason for that is my switch Royale is terrible. It's not confident. That might be how you feel about your regular foot Royale. So we're going to kind of go through this together. You're going to take these techniques that I'm telling you to use, and you're going to implement them, and so am I. And I'm going to get the same kind of confidence with my switch Royale that I want you to get with your regular Royale. And for that matter, your switch Royale too. So let's go. So if you're jumping and you're finding yourself locking like this and then having to push that boot down, that's totally fine. Let it fall down because your hip pushes out, and let it fall down because your knee pushes out. And your body is going to lower with that push of the hip and the knee. So check it out. I'm going to jump. I'm going to be a little stiff, and then I'm going to bring it down by pushing my hip and my knee out. Jump a little bit stiff and push it out. You can be leaning too far back, which isn't going to be a foot issue. It's going to be a weight issue, and then you're going to slip out. Some things that can go wrong. You're bowed perfectly, but your foot is a little bit in front of your center. You're going to slip out. You're not bowed enough, and your foot is behind your center, and you can't quite get that boot down, and you find that you're stuck in this raised groove position. How do you fix that? You just push that knee and hip out, and your body will center itself. So you're going to get used to finding that center when you stop. Some things that can go wrong with the front foot. This is an important one. So with the front foot, you can be too far over on a ledge and you can get wheel bite. So that's going to be a matter of finding where you should be on the object you're grinding. On a ledge, you're going to want to be a little more against it. And on a rail, you're going to want to be a little more on top of it. And if you're grinding something like this, where you have the coping and a ledge, where you can be on top of it, but if you're too much on top of it, you get wheel bite. And if you're too much of against it, you slip right out. You just find the sweet spot on that object, and it all ends up being really good training for you. Now, something else that can go wrong with this foot is you can get super low, so low that the foot tracks out of the grind. So you're in this perfect groove, you lay it down too much, and it just slips out because it's not locked in anymore. That can happen if you're laying that baby down too much. If you're on a ledge, yeah, you can lay that baby down and get real stylish with it. And I suggest that if you're on a rail or coping, just don't lay it down as much. Find a nice point in your flexibility that you can squat down into your grind, but still be pitted right in that perfect groove, and not so low that all of a sudden your foot can slide out on these parts. And that's what happens. It slides out. So eyes on the lock. Engage your whole body for the jump. Watch your feet lock. Stare at the end of the rail. Okay? You're going to squeeze your core to keep you balanced and centered, and you're going to use your hip to push that knee out. That's what's going to get that boot down. Don't worry so much about curving your ankle. Push that hip out because you're flexing all your muscles. Just like the soul grind, in that tutorial, you jump and you get in the position of the grind. This is the same thing. You jump and you get in the position of the grind. And as soon as you feel that object lock into your grooves, you squeeze your muscles and push that hip out, and that's going to put you into that perfect Royale. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I want to see videos of you implementing these techniques. I hope this helps. Don't forget to like, subscribe, smash the notification button, leave a comment. Tell me if you hate it. Tell me if this was terrible. I don't care. Any comment's a good comment. All right, y'all. Peace out.